Imagine a time when the stage was dominated by few, and even fewer had the courage to break the mold. Eleanor Collins was that courageous woman. Born in Edmonton, Alberta, on November 21, 1919, she became Canada's First Lady of Jazz, a title she wore with grace, talent, and a vision that would inspire generations. Raised in a family with a rich cultural heritage, Black and Creole, Eleanor's roots were deeply grounded in the values of family, community, and music. Her parents, Richard and Estella Proctor, were part of a courageous group of African American settlers who fled the segregation of the United States in search of a better life in Canada. They arrived in Alberta as part of a group of 1,000 settlers seeking new opportunities through a Canadian government land offer. Music was at the core of Eleanor's upbringing. The Proctor family would sing together, hymns, spirituals, and other songs, sharing their love for music. Eleanor's early musical education came from these family performances, where her voice was nurtured and shaped. Her parents also had an upright piano, and the family would recreate songs from movies they saw at the theater, further developing Eleanor's musical talent. By her teenage years, Eleanor was already carving out her path. At 15, she won an amateur singing contest, and by 16, she was performing at a local restaurant to earn extra money. But it wasn't until she moved to Vancouver that her journey as a professional musician truly began to take flight. In the late 1930s, Eleanor joined her sister Ruby in Vancouver, where she soon became part of CBC Radio's Swing Low Quartet, a group that included both her sisters. This marked the beginning of her remarkable and lasting partnership with CBC. In 1942, Eleanor met Richard Collins, a hard-working airport porter, and they married soon after. Together, they had 4 children. Despite the demands of family life, Eleanor's musical career never truly stopped. In 1945, she was invited to join the Ray Norris Quintet, a jazz group performing on CBC Radio. This partnership brought her music to Canadian troops during World War II and marked the beginning of a lifelong love for jazz. Eleanor faced adversity not only in her career, but in her personal life. In 1948, when she and her family moved to Burnaby, they were met with racism from the local community. Some neighbors even tried to force them out with a petition. But instead of backing down, Eleanor took action. She volunteered at local schools, teaching music to students, and gave lessons to Girl Guides. She met hate with love, showing that the best way to fight prejudice is by contributing to the community and spreading positivity. The 1950s were a transformative time for Eleanor. After the success of her work on radio, she became a household name on television. In 1955, CBC launched The Eleanor Show, making her the first Black artist in North America to host a national TV show. This achievement marked a huge milestone, not only for Eleanor, but for Canadian television as a whole. Eleanor wasn't just a performer. She was a trailblazer. Her TV show was groundbreaking, and she continued to make history when she performed in Bambula, A Day in the West Indies, the first musical television show in Canada to feature a mixed-race cast. Through these appearances, Eleanor didn't just entertain. She opened doors for future generations of artists. In recognition of her groundbreaking career and her contribution to both music and race relations, Eleanor received the Order of Canada in 2014. This honor was a testament to her unwavering spirit and her pioneering efforts in the Canadian music industry. In 2022, Eleanor's legacy was further celebrated when Canada Post released a stamp in her honor, cementing her place as one of Canada's most beloved and influential artists. Eleanor Collins passed away in 2024 at the age of 104, but her legacy lives on. It wasn't just her musical talent that set her apart. It was her relentless commitment to making the world a better place. Outside of the spotlight, Eleanor worked tirelessly for the community, standing up for racial equality, inclusion, and opportunity. She believed that no matter where you came from, you had a voice worth hearing. Her music, her kindness, and her determination continue to inspire people across Canada and beyond.